Hi all, let's try a word problem. We're going to get into some more types of word problems over the next few sections on quadratics, but I wanted to start you off right away here with word problems where the equation is given to you and you just need to answer some questions. I also thought it would be good to mix in a little bit of your function notation here so you keep seeing that and keep practicing with it. So we're given this formula, h of t equals negative 16t squared plus 60t plus 20. And this is supposed to give us the height of a toy rocket t seconds after it is launched. The height units are going to be feet. So we've got feet versus seconds here. The first thing is kind of just a function notation question. We're supposed to find h of 3 and explain what it means in the context of this problem. So this is telling me to plug 3 in for t, and when I do that, I'll get negative 16 times 3 squared, which is 9, plus 60 times 3 plus 20. So you can number crunch or do some of that in your head. What you should end up with is 56. And then we want to think about what that means. So we input a 3. Our inputs should all be times. So this is 3 seconds. Our outputs should all be heights, feet. So the meaning of this is that after 3 seconds, the height of the toy rocket will be 56 feet. And that's how you should explain. I want a complete sentence. I want you to use the 3 and the 56 in your sentence, and I want you to include units on any numbers that you're using. So that's all important when you're explaining. Kind of similar here, but switching things up a little bit, we would like to solve h of t equals 20, and then we'll think about what those solutions mean as well. So this is not telling me to plug 20 in for t. This is telling me to set the whole thing, the height, equal to 20. So up here we will replace the h of t with 20 and set that equal to our negative 16t squared plus 60t plus 20. First thing here, this is quadratic. We want to solve by factoring in this section. Let's subtract the 20 off of both sides. So I'm seeing that just leaves us with the negative 16t squared plus 60t. And that is actually one of the easiest ones to factor, although sometimes it really throws people off and they struggle because it doesn't look right. It doesn't look like a trinomial. And the deal is we aren't really going to factor it the way we would approach a lot of trinomials either. What we need to do here is only to find a greatest common factor and we'll be done. I'm seeing that I should be able to factor out a 4, and I should be able to factor out a t, and I would leave it up to you whether you want to factor that negative out or not. If we leave it in, I'll have a negative 4, negative 16 divided by 4 is negative 4, and a t, and then 60 divided by 4 is 15, and t divided by t is 1. If you decide to take it out just as a side note, you could take out a negative 4t, and that would leave you with positive 4t minus 15. And either way, you'll get the same solutions to your equation. So this is our factored form. We just need to take it apart and say then either 4t has to equal 0, or negative 4t plus 15 has to equal 0. 4t is going to equal 0 only if t is 0. For this other one, I think I'll add the 4t to both sides, and then we can divide by 4. We get 15/4. For the purposes of the word problem, we can go ahead and convert that to a decimal. So t equals 3.75 seconds, or 0 seconds. And I think both are fine. We're supposed to explain what those mean. I already tacked the units on for you. Those are t values. But what it means is that the rocket will be at a height of 20 feet after 0 seconds, which should make sense because we started at 20 feet. And then what happens is it goes up and then comes back down and hits that height again after 3.75 seconds. So they are both valid answers, and we'll just keep both of them in this situation. If we got a negative answer, that would not be a valid answer, so you will sometimes throw solutions away in word problems just because they don't make sense. Last part, when does the rocket hit the ground?